you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not enough. People are willing to take the risk. It's just sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity and broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. Online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones NRI. Kicking things off this week with our good friends from Sweden, the Red Fuse Dance Now. Yes, of course, I have to mention the Red Fuse from Sweden. yet their English is better than most people who live in the general vicinity of this studio. You know, it's just one of those things. We have friends that are in bands in Germany and friends that are in bands in Japan, and their English is spot on, but I digress. Big show for you tonight. The Nymphadels in studio. Of course, DJ Psycho Eddie is here. He's going to hang out with us until the top of the hour, and then we'll kind of turn things over to him if you're catching us live. And very special to this week at around 6:05, I want you to join us at facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. We're going to have an after the show. We're going to go on Facebook Live with the Nymphadels. I hope you can check that out. But before that, let's get back down to some music. We're going to have a double shot up next for you. We're going to hear from our good friends Worm from Reckless Records. The double shot is going to kick off with Girls in the Mosh Pit right here on the Tony Jones Show. From Reckless Records, coming out of a double shot from Worm right here on the Tony Jones Show. Life, the track you've just heard. And the last time we chatted, I brought you into Girls in the Mosh Pit. Yes, you heard it here on the Tony Jones Show, the best local music around for you between now and the top of the hour. In studio with us is DJ Psycho Eddie, and also the Nymphadels are here, one of my favorite local bands. And you know I don't just say that to every single local band that comes in here. I only say that to my favorite local bands who come in here, and I want to thank you guys for being in studio. So remind everybody how the Nymphadels got their start. How did they become a band?
Oh, are you giving it to me?
Give
well,
us the
first,
history
thank you
lesson.
for having us as well. We're really psyched to be
Yes.
here, and you're one of our faves too.
And here's Pat with the story. Jess was doing acoustic open mics. I saw her. I told her I played drums, and we said, "Oh, we should try jamming." So we did.
It was prearranged by our families a long time ago.
Pat also got a goat to join the band and 3 acres of land.
I was kidnapped. No. No, it was pretty. It was not really planned on being a two-piece at the beginning. I had never started a band of my own and was just trying to put a bunch of people together. And honestly, didn't even have an electric guitar at the time or a place to play. My friends were nice enough to let us use their basement and their amps, and I borrowed a guitar from someone. And Pat was the person that was able to show up for the first practice I scheduled, and we just kind of hit it off musically and personality-wise so quickly. It was like I felt like I knew him forever, and the music was great.
Listen, from personal experience, if you can get a drummer to actually find like the place where you're supposed to practice and show up on time, I mean, that's huge.
Oh, right, and it wasn't his, and it was a drum set had already been in the basement because my friends, they would be playing music down there sometimes, and actually it's Malcolm Travis from Sugar is friends with them, so it was his drum set.
Yeah. No, otherwise it might not have happened, actually.
Yeah.
So were you guys in other bands and kind of playing around town before the Nymphadels happened?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can speak.
I had been on a bit of a hiatus playing in cover bands and stuff like that. But yeah,
You and
definitely
Root
been in a few
Review.
bands. Yep.
So I think actually that about 2 years ago we covered this on My Night Out Radio, but I want to ask again for folks who can't remember, including myself, who suffers from CRS, can't remember stuff. Where did the name Nymphadels come from? What is a Nymphadel? How did that become a band name? It's not Googleable. It's not something that already exists. So tell us the story.
Well, that was the biggest thing, was that it wasn't really a word yet, even. Because we weren't having luck coming up with.
Well, right. If we said some of the names we were thinking of, and to be honest, too, like because it was my first band, like as far as making "quote unquote" Facebook page and being out there and everything, like I wanted to have a good name, like
Right.
So we had been practicing for a couple months and working on songs, and there actually was a point where there were a couple other people that were playing with us, but it just didn't really work out in the way that our music was going. So we kind of just evolved into a two-piece, and then okay, so what's the name? And one night at practice, we were just joking around about something, and the word nymphomercials came up, and I just thought that was a funny idea, like doing like nymphomercials, and then I just started. I literally was probably up like many nights, like thinking of other things with the word nymph in it, and I know it's so weird, but Nymphadels just came, I guess, like, and then actually like the meaning of nymph and the meaning of fidelity put together is kind of a neat way to think of our band, because it's like, I don't know, it's not sexual, folks. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Breaking news here on the Tony Jones Show.
Well, we'll leave it up to
But
the
it's
imagination.
okay. Yeah, it's okay if
And we're
it is.
You just ruined the whole mindset for me, but thank you.
I had the-
yeah, it's definitely in the ambiguity.
yeah.
I had the
Well,
same
maybe
the same experience looking for a band name. I was inches away from being in a band called Schmegma.
There you go.
I like that. Oh, the dumpsters one, that wasn't a serious one. I like it.
We just heard Schmegma on the way over. No, that was the Go-Go's. Sorry.
Close.
No, band names are hard because, it's especially like now being able to look things up, and
yeah,
if you find a name you like and then find out other bands have the same name, but
everything's taken, everything's been done.
It wasn't out there, so it was.
I think I mentioned this last. I was in a band called the Goners, and there were probably 500 bands in the United States at the time called the Goners. Because this predates being able to Google other bands and names and find out what's going on out there.
For sure, yeah.
But there's only one Tony Jones.
That's true. Well, no, there's a bunch.
Actually, no, you're right on one of those. There is, as far as I can Google, there's only one DJ Psycho Eddie. However, I know of one other Tony Jones.
That's good.
He's the senior, though.
Next time I have any legal problems, we'll just push it all off on those other Tony Joneses. We're going to head back down to the local music. Up next, our good friend Shore City. They're actually playing this Thursday at the Met with another band that's a good friend of ours, Vigora. And if you go to vigora.bandcamp.com or facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, a few years back, Vigora came through. They actually played an acoustic tune on the program and put that out as a single. And I totally forgot until I saw the show listing with Shore City and Vigora at the Met this Thursday. So if you can, check these guys out. They're back at it. The Shore City took a little bit of time off, and now they're back out there. One of my favorite tunes from them, The Ghost of John Crossland. You heard it here on The Tony Jones Show.
The ghost will be arriving here.
stepped down and he placed his hand on another man from another land. Again we breathe another's grief while the hangman stand. What's up, a twinkle grew in that buckshot eye. He gave a riddle instead replied. He slipped me fast, hangman said, hey, pulling the rope on the gallows tree. And there he stood, John Crumfland, who sat his ghost in black.
Our eyes, we meet, and I can read your thoughts. I see where this is going, and know your thoughts. And I can see the lies and the truth and the pain. I can recognize that this is just a game. We play in our minds because we are the same. You want what we can't have. We take, we steal, we make it real. I can recognize that it's not for me. We can justify this eternally. I don't believe it can be anything real. I know, Romeo, you don't need to say it, you can just go. I know, Romeo, I don't need to ask, I'll just let it go. We are just addicted to the taste of our lips. Something comes alive when you trace down my hips. So dance, 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 dance with me. Tomorrow's gonna change and you will have to go. I know. It feels so right. We dance all night. Before a time, you are all mine. But I can recognize that this is goodbye. I do not want you to tell me why. Don't worry, I am not gonna die from the way I feel. I know, Romeo, you don't need to say it, you can just go. I know, Romeo, I don't need to ask, I'll just let it go. We are just addicted to the taste of our lips. Something comes alive when you trace down my hips. So dance, 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 dance with me. Tomorrow's gonna change and you will have to go. I know. I don't wanna stop dancing. This might be the last chance to feel a bit of romancing. Yeah.
A little Dust Ruffles right here on the Tony Jones Show. Romeo, the name of that one. Last time we chatted, I brought you into some Shore City, the ghost of John Crosland. They'll be at the Met this Thursday night with our good friends of Agora. If you can check that out, be sure to check out Shore City as they revive themselves and they're back out there playing shows, looking for shows, and doing their thing. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter @TonyJonesNRI. Be sure to go to TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. If you're in a band, click on the contact page and contact us. DJ Psycho Eddie is here. The Nymphadels are here in studio. The luxurious Rhode Island Free Radio Studios. They're here with me. The Nymphadels, a band who they've been around for a little while, and I want to know what keeps you guys going. It's fun, but it can be a grind sometime. And other than the nips that DJ Psycho Eddie has provided this evening, what keeps the Nymphadels going?
Nips and nymphs.
No, it's literally just the nips.
I feel like it's not a choice really, because I've loved music since I can remember knowing what music was. Like I don't know. So, and when you meet someone who kind of shares the same musical tastes and interests, and you can play well, it's like, well, even days it's like, yeah, it is hard because it's an earlier show, or it's just two people trying to load up a car and the trunk's not opening, and it's like or blizzards and such,
or the stairs aren't shoveled.
Yes, exactly. And also another thing, like no windshield wiper fluid, you can't drive, or accidents and interpersonal
drama.
Yes, the fights and
the infighting. The behind the music that would be coming if that show was still.
But it's just if you love it and it's just within you, you don't have a choice really. And the wonderful bands and people we meet by playing is.
And I'm just not good at anything else. I'm barely good
helps.
at this, and so. Yeah.
There's quite a few bands. They come through here all the time. This isn't the slide on anyone, but there's quite a few bands who do the quote unquote band thing, and they're around for 4-6 months, maybe a year, and then they've gone off to sit on a porch somewhere and reminisce about the good old days of when they used to be in a band. And then there's bands that just kind of hang around for years and years and years. And I guess it's great to see both, but it's great to see bands with the stick-to-itness too, to just keep out and keep going and keep doing it. So. That was a long, sloppy point for me to ask you what your best gig experience has been through all the shows.
No, that was a great point, actually.
I think it is a real
we always say that. 90% of it is just keep
doing it.
Whatever it is.
The 90% of success thing is just showing up. Or I don't know. Or just
or is that it? That's been said? I thought that was ours. I thought that was original.
I think we're gonna hack Wikipedia and attribute that to you guys now.
And I really like when right, because if you're a fan of a band, even if you are in bands and fans of you don't want to see them break up because you love their music, and it's sad. Like I don't like when I see bands not staying together because.
But his question, what
was my question? My question was the best gig experience you've ever had.
It's about to happen next weekend. No?
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to say because honestly,
Alchemy.
It's like children. You can't pick your favorite.
Right.
They've all been great, but I mean, if
best
you want
gig is Alchemy on the 14th.
I love when we've been invited to play other bands like CD releases or just because it's in a celebration. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with it. Alchemy, 14th.
You see, they're being very modest. They really want to say that the RI Free Radio first anniversary party was their favorite.
Or their first appearance on My Night Out Radio 2 years ago in this very studio.
That's true.
Right.
There are these things that they're being modest and they don't want
to be political.
We're being reverse modest. and no, next week though. Are we going to? Can we talk about this? Can we talk about Alchemy? Can we? Oh, please, can we?
How we turned lead into gold.
Alchemy's Davy's. I'm sure Tony's going to do this.
Gold is happening.
Well, just like comparing it to your kids, there's always one kid that's a little bastard. So the reverse side of that question is, what is the worst experience you've had out there?
Okay. We'll never tell.
Oddly enough, about 2 years ago, I came on My Night Out Radio.
We actually refer to you guys as the little bastard. No, we'll never tell.
You don't have to name names.
Like operationalize.
There was one just really weird one where it was like
ways to get the process of getting there. There's been some horrific stories of just getting to a show.
Yeah,
that makes it stressful.
And then that plus Just like, get there and the sound guy's not there. And
I feel really lucky in Rhode Island. I feel like the sound guys are great.
Actually care about what they do?
Yeah, because...
Yeah, it wasn't Rhode Island, yeah.
Yeah, I will say experience in other places, just being kind of not, a sound person has to be committed to, their job, right?
So the sound guy turned on the microphones and went outside to smoke pot.
It was like I was trying to lip sync, and no, I'm just kidding.
Woof. Nothing is the Mariah Carey except the Mariah Carey.
No, but they're still nice. But just some when they have like an attitude, or it's like they're just like, I don't know. I can't think of the word right now.
Yeah, and you don't see that around here a lot.
Yeah.
The kind of apathy. That one night that I'm thinking of, I think which one.
Or playing a show as a band when there's like a game going on. Like,
yeah, that's brutal.
It's just hard because it depends on how the game turns out.
And I don't follow sports, so I have no idea. I mean, if you ask me to play during the Super Bowl, I'm going to say yes and have no idea that it's the Super Bowl and nobody's going to be there.
You can't even talk about. I've had.
Well, there could be a big fight breaking out because cars getting tipped over. It's like
you're just sitting there playing as your car's out front in flames.
How about the big game? That big game.
Sports.
Or during the World Series, you say when's halftime show, and you realize they know that you're not a fan.
But unless you're playing the halftime show, whose idea was it to put sports with music? Like it just,
right? Yeah.
I can go with anything, though.
I had a similar situation, Eddie. This will be in your wheelhouse. We used to play at a place regularly where it was half a nightclub and half a strip club. So depending on the quality of the entertainment next door, depended on who was watching your set or who was next door. And of course, I had my own friends heading next door at certain times. Yeah, that was. I spent some very quality time in Groton over the years.
It can work. It can work. I mean, you could put music with anything and have it
comedy
work out. But also, just sometimes like it feels like somebody was just like, "This will be weird." Let's try,
How about these guys?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually could say, and I can speak to what you were talking about with the strip club. I have actually done Halloween parties at strip clubs where the second floor of the strip club, which was primarily, we'll just call it the Raw Bar.
VIP area?
Yeah. Instead of having the stage open, they would put these heavy metal thrash bands, the original 1031, not the 1031 we had in studio a couple weeks back.
That actually, the 1031 that I'm going to play next.
Yeah, that'd be the one. That's a good segue, too.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Nice accent.
But they would put on, in fact, that's where I met Justin Sane from Joint Damage. Joint Damage played that gig as well. And literally, you have all these people in full costumes, and they're really getting involved with it. And then here comes whoever in a G-string and like a dream of what used to be a shirt. And she would just come walking through, and no one would pay attention to her because they were so involved with the music. However, as soon as the band stopped doing the changeover, it was like crickets. Everyone scattered like cockroaches back to the first floor where all the entertainment was.
Right.
Now, the transverse side of that is playing on St. Patrick's Day over the years. I mean, we could just have sounded completely horrible. You could probably turn the PA off, and people loved it. Why? Because they'd been drinking since 7 o'clock in the morning.
As long as you change
Talk
your
about
name,
a captive audience.
You gotta
change
know your
name
audience.
to Tony O. Jones.
And you find yourself saying, "We should do this all the time." No, we shouldn't do this all the
We
time.
can't.
Surely shouldn't do this all the time.
Well, to your well-placed segment, we're going to hear from 1031 up next, my favorite track from then. And actually, I just saw on Facebook that 1031 is looking to add a lead guitar player. So if you're a uncommitted lead guitar player out there, be sure to check out 1031 on Facebook, facebook.com/the1031. One of my favorite tracks from them off of their Trick or Treat album that came out last year. Here is I Will Not Drown. You heard it here first on The Tony Jones Show.
Through the
singing like I got 1,000 hungry mouths to feed. And I'll be riding, and I'll be riding, and I'll be riding, yeah, I'll be riding. Most of them were true. They were all just rivers and lakes, but the ocean was you. So we'll be riding, we'll be riding, we'll be riding, we'll be riding. Chasing white lines up by 95 north again. Do you remember the bands and the curves of that Chesapeake River, my friend? I hear ain't no poet, the words just flow out all the same these days. When I'm hanging out my window singing, at least those hills know my name. My name, my name. Till then, baby, I'll be burning all my bridges down. I'll smoke out this whole goddamn town till you come back around. I'll be singing with all the sinners there. I'll be drinking one down. And once that whiskey hits, once that whiskey hits, I hope I hit the goddamn ground. The ground till you come back around, back around. Come back around.
Coming out of a double shot from Megan Casey right here on the Tony Jones Show. I-95 North, the name of that one. Then before that, we heard Sea Monsters. Then last time we chatted, I brought you into some 1031 off of the EP Trick or Treat, which they put out a little bit earlier. Actually, they put it out mid-year last year, and one of my favorite tracks off of Trick or Treat. We heard I Will Not Drown. You heard it all here on the Tony Jones Show. In studio with me, please don't point that towards my eye, is DJ Psycho Eddie, who's currently opening up a bottle of bubbly, because we keep it classy here on the Tony Jones Show. And in studio with me are the Nymphadels, who, well, very important down to what we came here to talk about, and that is the fact that everybody in this room has a big show on Saturday, January 14th. Actually, DJ Psycho Eddie, will start off with you because you are DJing a huge show at Fet Music.
Yes, I'm going to be at Fet Music with Orgy, Powerman 5000, Death Valley High, and about 20 other bands.
And just to that point, I had a chance to talk with Knee High Fox earlier this week,
which is one of the bands that's playing.
They'll be co-headlining that show. If you go to golocalprov.com or go to the blog space on Rhode Island Free Radio, we had a full-form interview. Fantastic band now on tour. But tell us a little bit more about Freak Fest as you open up that bubbly.
Okay, first, most importantly...
My eye!
Oh. Here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, there it is.
That was the bubbly. For the rest of the show, I will be talking with my pinky out. Freak Fest starts at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going till almost 1 in the morning. Like I said, tons of bands, but there are also side shows. Dr. Finnegan's circus sideshow is going to be playing. Wick Carney, one half of the American Madmen, will be there.
Is there going to be a Lobster Boy there?
There is supposedly they're going to be doing a freak show.
That's worth the price of admission.
Actual freak show. Bearded lady will be there.
She's single.
I
might have to get a
ticket. Bears a striking resemblance to Ray Regola from All for Blood. Ray, if you're listening, love you, man. Other than that, I mean, I'm going to be mostly up in the DJ's perch, lack of a better term. I'm going to be blocked in from Doc Finnegan, and I know for a fact that Bonehead's Wings will be there, purveying fine quality wings and or chicken fingers. So,
now, how many Freak Fests have you been a part of now? I feel like we've been talking about this for a while.
Number 4.
Nice.
So this is my fifth one. And aside from that, I also have another couple of shows coming up with Black Sheep Entertainment, and as they come up, I'll talk about them. But yeah, Freak Fest, without fail, every year, every one they do is bigger and better than the previous. And I just can't say enough about it. It's one of those things that you just hope and wait for that call. Because I just love going there.
Now, unfortunately, folks out there listening can't be in two places at once because the Nymphadels have a big show coming up with Tony Jones and the Cretin 3 and Jody Jilt and the Volt and the State of the Union. It's at Alchemy, which used to be Providence Social Club, which used to be Jerky's, which used to be AS20 on Richmond Street, and that is going to be an early show. So we'll be kicking things off at 6 o'clock there. So I guess technically you could hit both shows.
Well, actually, right now I'm behind the scenes. I'm chatting with my wife. My wife is probably going to drop me off or leave my truck at FET. She's going to Uber over to Alchemy to catch your show.
See,
when
now
you guys are done.
That's the way to go.
And she just brought a bunch of cool snacks in it. She's real
she has to keep me in the shape that you're seeing right now.
She has to keep you in a lifestyle which you've become accustomed.
That's right. Plastic cups, champagne, and Twinkies.
And she...
Oh, sorry, moon pies.
And most importantly, she brought the plastic cups because we have a fridge full of champagne, but we don't have anything to drink them out. Now, I'm not above grabbing a bottle of champagne, putting it in a paper bag, and walking the streets of West Warwick. But I figured with you guys here, we'll keep it classy.
DJ, don't point that towards my eye. That's how we got this new nickname.
That's the second time I was told not to point something at someone's eye. You're the first one with a mustache and a beard.
Today.
She was Italian. She did have a mustache and a beard.
Well, unfortunately, if you can believe it, we're starting to run out of time. So
that's crazy. I was just looking.
She'll be in.
I was looking at the time. I guess when you're having fun, it goes by too fast.
Now, I do want to ask you two more questions. The Nymphadels. Are there any bands out there that you want to give a shout out to, and local bands that you're digging? And of course, we have to let everybody know how to get a hold of you on online.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All of them. No, we love Providence, Rhode Island bands.
Be specific.
Well, I'm happy to hear Satellites Fall is they're doing some comeback stuff, and love Dust Ruffles, who you played earlier. Played with them. Oh, Sugar Cones.
Creed 3.
Can we write a very, very long list and get it to you? No. Other.
That's right. I don't
know. Jamie Cricket is supposed to have a release yesterday. His release will be now on January 21st. And oh my gosh, it's just way too many. I don't like that question because I love them all.
I'm sure everybody you play. I mean, you
Jody.
yeah.
Everyone you just mentioned.
And Sex Coffee and
yeah. Vulgarity are awesome. I love them. They're fun. They're great. And, the Fates are a newer band that I like a lot too. And
of course, you're on Facebook. You're on Twitter. Anywhere else? .com website?
We have a website, nymphadels.com. And we have a YouTube.
I think we're on all that stuff, but I don't know what's up there.
We actually really do need like some we need to, if we actually had money, we could hire someone to handle all of our social media because we're not the best at it. But
let me throw this out there just because I was having a little difficulty when I was doing my post for the next show you're going to be on. Which first off, I want to make sure everyone knows Nymphadels, NYPHIDELS. Well, I kept screwing that up because I don't know, my fingers were hitting the wrong keys, or I just don't know how to spell. So if you're not sure, NYPHIDELS.
NYMPH. No, I'm trying to get better at it.
No, but I love over the time
Facebook.com/Nymphadels.
People that pronounce it or spell it different ways is always kind of fun because sometimes it's like Nymphadels, so we sound like a nice wine. Nymphadels or Nymphadels, like we're funky.
You guys should have a line of wines.
We should.
Got one
I'm sure if you just relabel some Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
And
$2 Chuck would go well.
Before we get out of here, what do you guys have in the pipeline? Any other shows besides the 14th? Any recordings coming up? Any of that good stuff?
Yeah, we got asked to play at a live TV show in Lowell.
Nice.
It's called the Lowell Train, and I'm not too familiar with the public access stations, but I think it's Channel 8. And
that's the week after.
Oh yeah,
after next. Is that 2 weeks?
It's January 19th. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually, yeah.
So we have the show next week with you. Can't wait. And then
I don't know when it airs, though. Or I think
I think it's live. Yeah.
Is it live?
But then it will rotate throughout the whole month. And then the Jamie Craighead EP release just got rescheduled to January 21st. So those are the things coming up for this month right now. And
that's in Providence.
Oh, yeah, Days 220.
And hopefully it won't snow.
Yeah. It will because we're playing. When we play in winter.
And he used to be the drummer of Fall and Bounce, and he started doing his own solo acoustic stuff, and he's really great. So definitely come check it out. And and we're just continuing to work on finishing up some songs.
Some new stuff.
Ready for a new EP. Just
looking forward big time to next week. Can't wait to hear you guys again.
Yeah.
We suck.
And
thanks again.
And Happy New Year, everybody.
Cheers.
And with that, we are just about out of time, so I want to leave you now with, pouring over my hours and hours of show prep, another two-piece band that have been in studio with us. We're going to have, hopefully, a double shot of 30 Silver right here on the Tony Jones Show, and we're going to kick that off with Dark and Sinister Man, Have It Thee. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Don't forget to go to Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, at Tony Jones NRI on Twitter, TonyJones.org, and RIFreeRadio.org. Here's a little 30 Silver. Dark and Sinister Man, Have It Thee. Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya. Let's go see the ghost.
brave, running with your friends. They'll take care of all of it, clean up all your shit. Hey, I'm yourself, ready now, come on, face the champ. Hey, little man, you're so brave, come on, take your shot. Brave, living with the wolves, run with the pack, chase your tail and see where you go. Hey, I'm yourself, ready now, come on, bare your fangs. Hey, little man, you're so brave, come on, take your shot. Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna have a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church. Reality is slipping, lost sense of balance out the door. On your way down, look out for the floor. I won't lie, it was my fault for being unreal. I let you believe your mirrors and smoke. Now you're just the punchline to my jokes. Yeah, yeah. And you feed your deceptions. Carry the writing on the wall. But I've got no objection, 'cause I'll be laughing as you fall, yeah. It wasn't just a miscommunication breakdown, but a lifetime's worth of insanity. Say good luck, but I don't care, 'cause I'm finally free. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you feed your deceptions. Carry the writing on the wall. But I got
All right, My Night Outers, DJ Psycho Eddie here. Song you just heard, 3 Parts Dead. This is our first 2017 episode. I want to say, hey, Happy New Year to everybody. If you haven't heard me since Christmas, well, I haven't been on since Christmas, have I? Tony?
No, this is it. Yeah.
Wow, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If anything else you celebrate, happy whatever it is. In studio tonight, we have the Nymphadels. They are currently recovering from Tony's.
One of our favorite local bands.
They are. In fact, they have not been here in 2 years.
And they were, if I remember correctly, which normally I don't, but they were one of your first few handful of in-studio guests when you first started this show, way back in the day with Mr. George Nasser.
That's correct. That's correct. And, in fact, let's even throw some more Nymphadels trivia out there. They played the first RI Free Radio anniversary party. So we do have a long and sullied history with the Nymphadels. But before we get into what we have going on with the Nymphadels, I got to bring up a couple of things, quite a few things actually. First off, whether or not you're pro or anti-gun or whatever, I don't care, because I like guns. And my wife, being as awesome as she is, and you have no idea the stuff that she just brought in just for snack food and beverages for the studio for tonight. But my wife, awesome as she is, she bought me a 12-gauge pump shotgun.
Now, as we were just talking off the air, I said that would make the perfect country western song. I got a 12-gauge for Christmas.
Well, even go a little further than that. I got a clown a 12-gauge for Christmas. So, of course, as with every child, they have to play with their toy as soon as they get it.
Got to rip it right out of the wrapper.
Unfortunately, it's kind of, illegal to start discharging a firearm in your house. So I had to wait a couple of days and get down to the firing range, not too far from where I live. And no one ever really told me, hey, by the way, this might be a bad idea, but I did it anyways. I walked in with about 30, 35 rounds of 12-gauge ammunition, not to mention a few other much smaller handguns. Just, because we're only there for an hour, so I didn't want to make it look like a total arsenal, but we showed up.
Now, that must have been mighty interesting also showing up with those supplies in the truck that you drive.
It's not out of the ordinary, put it that way. I do drive a Suburban, and when I pulled up, of course, you pop the tailgate, you got a couple of smaller handguns, and then something that resembles a sock for John Holmes.
The only thing that would make it better is if you were carrying it in a violin case. Wait, was that a little racist?
No.
I apologize.
It's okay. I understand, Tony. I'll make you a deal later. No, the only way it could have gotten worse if I was wearing flannel. But either way, we go in, and I fire off within a rather short period of time, about 35 rounds out of this brand-new 12-gauge shotgun. Mm-hmm. Needless to say, I have a bruise. Now, this is a week and a half, 2 weeks later now. I still have a bruise that is black as night.
Oh, yeah.
With this wonderful purple followed by green around it, and it's got to be about the size of a softball on my chest. So, for those of you out there who are really down with firing off weapons, future reference, don't fire more than 5 or 10 rounds out of a 12-gauge unless you want to bruise severely. With that being said, let's go into something that pretty much everyone can get along, wrap their heads around: food. I've been cleared. If you remember the last time I was on the air, we talked about me being a little bit less than okay, we'll call it. I was a little under the weather. I had a few belly issues, if you want to call it that. And I was not able to eat. However, I have been cleared by the doctor, and now I can...
chow down?
Oh, big time. Now, first place I want to bring up, Hans Noodle House.
Ooh.
Hans House of Noodle Soup on Reservoir Avenue in Cranston. Vietnamese soup called pho. Also, they have rice plates, Chinese dishes. The food there is very good. I mean, I can't say enough about it. You get a bowl of soup, which looks like they cut a soccer ball in half. It's just an absolutely huge.
That's
loaded
awesome.
with noodles, loaded with meat. The food is the broth has a wonderful flavor to it. Okay, they'll throw in a couple of bean sprouts or something like that. You know, the obligatory. We'll throw a couple of vegetables into this thing to make it look healthy.
Have to.
So that's Hans Noodle House, and if I'm not mistaken, I actually talked about that the last time I was on too.
Right.
However, a new place that I finally got around to going to, and since I went there once, I actually have gone 3 times in less than a week.
Wow.
JW's Pub.
Oh, yeah.
He does the traditional burgers, fries, stuff like that, typical pub grub.
Okay.
Now, if you remember Jason J. Wu from the House of Wu, he was the bartender there. He now has his own place. Well, I went down and visited him once. I had gotten there. I was already a little bit in the bag. Luckily, I only live around the corner. So I only had a few beverages, and you know how he pours. If you're not familiar with how he pours, he has a very, very heavy hand.
Head down there and find out.
Oh, I will not complain. He's the only time I've ever asked for more juice in a mixed drink. But anyway, I'll step back from that. He also serves yakitori, which is small bites, Asian-inspired small bites of food. He has everything from meatballs, kielbasa, to tofu, to fish balls. I don't know how he gets them cut so nicely, but he's got fish balls. He's got pork belly. He's got bacon and leeks, and just little orders. And it's only a couple of bucks for each order, so you could probably have like 3 or 4 or 5, in my case 7 orders of this stuff. And of course, he has the obligatory bowl, which he is notorious for for forever.
Right.
Third, definitely got to bring up Millworks Tavern, mostly because I literally left there to come here tonight. I had the Sunrise Burger, something like that, Sunny Side Up Burger, egg, bacon, whatever. The bacon was absolutely phenomenal. Nice, thick, crisp bacon. The egg cooked perfectly. Burger, I like mine medium rare, flowing with juice.
Nice.
On a brioche bun, so it has that nice shine to the top of it. Onion rings, you can tell were handmade, homemade on site. And I also had, because you can't just have a burger and onion rings, I had chicken fingers as well, with a cucumber wasabi sauce.
Oh yeah,
and not a dipping sauce. They loaded it up. I'll tell you what. So after about the second chicken finger, something grabbed hold of my sinuses. It was not pleasant, the sensation that was happening, but I just could not stop eating. It just took me by the sinuses, and it just set me free. I mean, my nose is still tingling.
Now, for those of you that follow me on Facebook, you know that I bought a hot sauce earlier this week called Colon Blow, and it's called a habanero enema, and I haven't had a chance to try it yet. But that's what I'm looking for is you make a whole batch of wings and you use like a drop of this stuff and mix it in with the batter. But I heard it does the same thing. If you're stuffed up, you hit this Colon Blow, and you don't have to blow your nose anymore.
or actually, you're afraid to cough is the other.
Don't sneeze.
Whatever you do, sneezing and soiling will go hand in hand. But no, I mean, these are the 3 that I definitely have set themselves apart. The cook over at Millworks Tavern is a good friend of mine. She recognizes me every time I go. She asked me not to mention her name, so I will not. just call her my little Italian friend.
Your hero.
So definitely want to head down. Check those 3 places out. If you want, you can get in touch with me, MyNightOutRadio at Verizon.net for more recommendations. If you want me to check out your restaurant, so definitely hit me up.
Now,
we're going to go
on just quickly on the food side of things. I'm out there right now doing the wing challenge from Rhode Island Food Fights, which I've only gotten to 3 restaurants so far, but we're only a week in, so we have all the way into the beginning of February. And actually, they've been adding restaurants as people have already had their passports. So there's like a little area of your passport that you cut out, and that is your coupon, because the coupons went to print, and they're adding restaurants as it goes on. So, you know, everybody who's listened to the show regularly knows of Rhode Island food fights, and probably the chicken wing one is one of my favorites, and it's just it's a great way to warm up this time of year, just getting the hottest wings possible.
Unfortunately, I wasn't sure where I was going to be with my stomach.
Yeah, if you're having stomach issues, probably blowing it out with a bunch of hot wings isn't a good idea.
True. Well, like I said, I was cleared by my doctor. I told I could eat the spicy as long as it didn't really bother me. So, I mean, tomorrow I might just be in the fetal position and crying from what I've eaten. But I got to say, it was it might have been, or I believe it will be, well worth the agony I may be in tomorrow. We'll see, and I'll keep you updated on that.
It keeps you inside anyway, so you won't be outside. You'll be warmer just by...
I'm always warm.
I mean, you'll be in a bathroom.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was Pat from the Nymphadels.
And the toilet paper will be on fire, so you'll be able to stay extra warm.
But that's why they make the bidet. Spritz it with water. You don't have to worry about catching the paper on fire.
Or use hand warmers when you wipe.
Wiping with hand warmers. Wow. I've got a mental image now that I just don't need.
Colon warmers.
We're not licensed physicians.
We do not recommend this here at Rhode Island Free Radio or at My Night Out Radio.
But if you do it, live stream it and send it over to us.
Definitely tag me in it.
Hand warmers are not sandy wipes.
And you cannot flush them.
If you want to try it, let's go viral. Maybe we can work something out.
All right, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we will be chatting with the Nymphadels, both Pat and Jess. Hey, I remembered your name, too. I am awesome today. I am on fire. Before that, though, we're going to leave here with a little bit of 95 Hyde. The name of the song is Saving My Sanity. We'll be back in a minute.
Oh, I love that you guys are talking about food.
Let's get an ass wipe break.
No, but
I guess it's time to explain this feeling I have inside. I can't believe I've been without it for so long. Can I confide in something so amazing? My world used to be so dark. It's like you've ignited a spark. You're saving my sanity. No matter what I do, I'll always be there for you. You're saving my sanity. Nothing could come at all. You'll always catch me when I fall. At first it didn't seem like anything was different. Nothing could ever change. Then you came around. You swept me off my feet. Now I realize what you mean to me. You're saving my sanity. No matter what I do, I'll always be there for you. You're saving my sanity. Nothing can come at all. You'll always catch me when I sing along because the night is young. That's why we need a little wake up, wake me up. Been sleeping way too long. The time's right and nothing's wrong. Turn it up and turn me on. Wake up, wake me up. Been sleeping way too long. The time's right and nothing's wrong. Turn it up and turn me on. Wake up and wipe the sleep out from your eyes. I wanna see the dream you hide inside. Wake up and wipe the sleep out from your eyes. I wanna see the dream you hide inside. So I'm turning all the stations on until we find our favorite song, and we won't stop, we'll sing along because the night is young. That's why we need a little wake up, wake me up, because I've been sleeping too long. Turn it up and now turn it up and now turn me on. Wake up, wake me up, because I've been sleeping too long. Turn it up and now turn it up and now turn me on.
All right. This is going to be one of those where you're just going to come back laughing because, honestly, the stuff we're saying off the air is far worse than you could ever imagine and is absolutely hysterical. By the way, that was Nymphadels, name of the song Wake Up. Before that, we had 95 Hyde, Saving My Sanity. 95 Hyde, I believe, is now defunct, but their music is still good, so we're going to keep playing it. In studio tonight, we have the Nymphadels, who they didn't just perform it. They performed it a couple months back, but they played the song we just heard. What else? What have you guys been up to? It's been 2 years since we've had you on the air.
I know. Time goes by so fast, just like in time.
Yeah.
No. Well, we've been playing, writing, trying to work on getting a new EP out there.
We did the Tony Jones show a little while back.
Seems like it was just a few minutes ago.
The thing is, we have a bunch of songs ready for our new release, but it's just about figuring out where and how and which ones make when you continue to write new songs, sometimes you're like, oh, maybe this one will be the one. I think we've been thinking about it.
There's something we almost had ready for you guys today.
I know, we were so close, really so close. But the last EP we did all ourselves in the basement, and the third one I think we kind of want to try to maybe do something a little bit different.
It's going to be we want
to do it here.
I don't know how we're going to
do it. Can we do it here?
We do have the songs though.
We have the technology. We could make this happen.
That'd be awesome. We could be like our third EP.
Maybe tonight.
In studio.
Maybe tonight, but
magic
you heard
will
it
happen.
here first.
Sponsored by Cooked Champagne.
I am very interested in these drums. Who's that little setup right there?
The setup behind you belongs to Mr. Tony Jones.
True.
Is
true.
That, really?
And actually, I'm in the same situation as you guys. Tony Jones and the Cretin 3 are ready to record. We've been going to Joe Moody for about a decade, and he recently passed away. So if you find a good place to record, by all means, send it my way.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, jeez.
It's just hard. I mean,
who knows? This could be the Nymphadel / Cretin 3 studios pretty soon.
Maybe we can bring stuff. We've got stuff. We can bring it. We got it.
Will you shovel the walkway?
Yeah.
Tony,
all right, sold.
I mean, we'll talk. We can talk.
I mean, now it's getting...
All right, I'll supply the shovel if you supply the man work.
Shovel and shots, gear, and...
But Tony's been a big... always plays anchor. A gentleman. He's the one guy that liked that one. So our basement, I think, is the place that we found for you, Tony. We can record there.
Yeah. Awesome. You can meet my mom.
You can literally
Am I
meet
invited?
Jess's mom.
I can play. I can do sound.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Totally.
I want to meet your mom really because she sounds awesome.
Yeah, she's
one of the other things that we were talking about off the air. We won't get into that.
I
By the way,
there's
a restaurant up at Attleboro, I think it is, Ted Bundy's.
Ted Bundy's Clam Shack down on Route 123. Of course. It's a long-time staple.
An actual Al Bundy works there.
Tex Berries.
Married with children.
Tex Berries. Yep. And
Tex Berries.
Just thought it was Ted Bundy's. And that's all. You can fill in the blanks.
No. It's
tell
really
me about
great.
Tex
It's really
Berries.
awesome. No, it's really awesome because it's like oh man, I loved it. It's so tiny, and it's so down what's the word? Down home,
homeschooled.
Family homeschooled. There's actually a school there. They teach.
They make their kids work all day.
It's family owned forever, and when you think it was an odd time of the day, and it's a small place, but there it was packed. The line was so long. It took and it was so amazingly awesome. And I think everyone should go to Tex Berries.
But you went once. I've been literally hundreds of times.
Okay,
were
the hot dogs any better the first time or the 50th time?
It's always better the first time.
They're always, that is true sometimes. But once you figure it out, it does get better.
But this is, I'm just trying to explain why you called it Ted Bundy's and why you may have.
I don't know. No, I didn't.
But that's what.
It's neither here nor there.
It's just a jazzism, anyways.
Yes, but and it's
but
the price is reasonable for you can get
good
fries,
shout out for Tex Berries,
hot dogs, and a Coke for $6.
Nice.
Boom.
$5.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Do it. Also get down to Dahmer's Burgers.
And Joe Packer's Cafe.
What was it?
So, what do you guys have coming up?
We have next week at
I'm
Alchemy.
dropping arbitrary questions now just to...
No, next week at Alchemy.
Yep.
With one Tony Jones.
Yes, and
his Cretan 3.
And on the 19th, we are doing a show.
And Jody. And
Jody Joel.
I'm trying to get the... sorry, what's the other band?
State of the Union.
State of the Union.
They're good guys. I played with them at the Joe Moody Memorial Show.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Awesome guys.
Nice. And Alchemy's a great place if you haven't been there yet.
I was there second night of Comic-Con. I actually left Comic-Con, full costume, makeup, everything. Walked through Providence, walked up the stairs to Alchemy, and no one batted an eye.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's a lot to say about Providence where either people know you or they look at you like, it's just a 400-pound clown walking the streets of Providence.
Especially with the clown craze of 2016.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of expecting an issue, and I was almost upset that there wasn't one.
It was tough times to be a clown.
2016 was a tough year to be just about anybody because, if you were famous, chances are you were going to drop dead. Mm-hmm. Clowns were very unwelcome, which really kind of put a damper on my stuff. But
childhood was really, you couldn't be your inner child in 2016.
Yeah.
Too much stuff happened.
Yeah.
2017, odd years. So let's hope that clowns can
Both
come
of them
alive.
are odd years?
They're all odd.
2016 was very odd, even though it was even.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna
let me do the math.
Actually, while you're doing the math, why don't you hold that thought? We're going to take a break here. We're going to leave here with a little bit of Pistol Shot Gypsy. We'll be back, and hopefully we can wrangle this kitten rodeo. The name of the song is Rockstar. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, Jeff.
too. And just like simple things, they complicate you. You pick off the pretty ones, they turn typical to you.
All right, that was Tester. We Are Forever. Before that, we heard 610 Connector. Before it came undone, and of course, we started that triple play with Pistol Shot Gypsy, Rockstar. In studio tonight, we have the Nymphadels. By the way, if you want to be part of the radio show, you want to get your music out there, hit me up, mynightout@verizon.net, Facebook/mynightout, mynightoutri.com for all your upcoming events and get-togethers. Also, don't forget Twitter, Instagram at DJ Psycho Eddie or at mynightoutri.
That's 3 great bands.
Wow. I said that in one breath.
That was good. That's why you get paid the big buck.
That's it. Tony loves me so much. Every month he puts an extra 0 in my paycheck.
Woo!
In studio tonight we have the Nymphadels, and we're gonna get one topic. We got to get one topic where you guys are actually spot on because, you know,
we're not good
at every break you've been apologizing. Sorry, man. I didn't
on radio. Yeah, but we did intersperse it with some good serial killers.
Exactly.
Can we get back to strip clubs and food?
Yeah,
strip
clubs and serial
strip clubs.
Yeah.
If we could do strip clubs,
we're so good off mic. I swear.
Well, don't worry about the mic then.
Our
Tell
McDonald's theme song.
Tell me about the food or the strip clubs you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah, no, right. Actually, I have no ideas about
No, yeah.
Or the food at the strip clubs.
I don't know.
Actually, you'd be surprised they have pretty good food at a couple of them.
I don't believe you.
Well,
that's gross.
Think about it.
Most of my
show is revolving around food. And if I go to a strip club and tell you that the food is halfway decent, I'm not saying it's phenomenal. It's not 7 stars. But there are really good cooks that work at strip clubs. At least 2 of them that I could think of.
Now, on the transverse side of that, and I won't mention the name because our long-standing policy here is that we try not to dog people, but last week I went to a very fancy restaurant, and the food sucked.
Oof.
Sucked.
Oh, come on now. Who was it? Where?
Very expensive, very sucky.
Was it in Providence?
It was in Providence, yeah.
Can we do 20 questions?
I'm trying to get the name so I know which one you're talking about. Oh, all right, yeah.
Never been
there. I have been there, and before that, it was another restaurant that I went to quite often. They are hit or miss. Basically, what happens with performing and with cooking, some of the people are absolutely bat crap crazy, and it comes out where bipolar. Sometimes they are spot on. Sometimes, you got no chance in hell of getting anything out of them worthwhile.
See, not to go too far off
topic.
Is that
what you're trying to say about us right now? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. But this restaurant...
the restaurant he's in reference to,
I'm kidding.
I actually happen to know some of the people on staff there.
Rhymes with Nick Donald's.
Not to go too far off topic, but I put cooking in the same category as an artist or a great musician or a great writer.
100%.
We bought a book on bread.
Yeah, and I love reading it. No, seriously, because I like to make dough, and I haven't really gotten really good at it yet. But this really cool book. I found it, and it's old from I don't even know what year. But the kind of skills they talk about and the philosophy behind it, you can totally translate that to any artistic process. And
that's right.
So
we didn't buy it. I want to buy it from you though.
No,
because it looks like the Anarchist Cookbook, but without all the anarchy. It's just bread
without the exploding light bulbs.
Less explosion, more cinnamon rolls.
And art's not always just about. I'm not trying to say we don't have a good product. We do make music, but I mean, art's also.
Can I say Nymphadels less explosions, more cinnamon rolls? Can that be our new
their new album?
You always want a new bio. We got to go on all these new websites. That's it right there. That's that's going to make it happen.
And the album is an actual cinnamon roll, so after you listen to it, you can eat it.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe us, come record in our basement studio.
The paper that's edible undies, it dissolves.
I don't know why that. How did it get edible undies?
I know I said we weren't sexual.
Ed, do they make edible undies in our size? Because that'd be a whole meal.
Make Eddie happy.
I think with most things, one size fits all. And actually, one size fits most.
One size fits not me.
Well, if you put 2 of them together.
But all that being said, art is about the whole experience: the product, the delivery, the people around you. what's the word in film when it's like the
je ne sais quoi.
The massage.
The edible undies.
We're getting into massage now.
No.
Ted Bundy's edible undies.
Anyway.
Beef jerky flavor.
I'm having a brain fart. The beef jerkies. Anyhow, but yeah, it's about everyone coming together and making sure,
Well,
yeah, man.
If you've been around any group of, especially with us, we have such an eclectic group of friends and people that that listen to us and we listen to them. I'll go right out there. I'll put it out on a limb. There are a few people in the alternative lifestyles, and not just LGBT, but we're talking like swingers and
I'm just going to turn my mic off. Is that all right?
That's fine. Anytime you talk with these people, within the first 15 minutes, the conversation always goes to food.
Interesting.
Again, are you talking about us? No, I'm just kidding.
I could be. Hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, it's just... It's one of those universal connections. Music is a universal connection with all people. Along food, everybody's got to eat. Everybody enjoys some type of music, whether it's Tibetan throat singing or...
Right.
I could see Tony...
This show got deep all of a sudden.
I know, and I don't really,
like it.
And
we're not even
don't
stoned.
Like music at all. It's kind of weird. Like, I mean, you're hearing music everywhere you go, even if... Like, there are few people I've met that have said, I just don't like music. I mean, how
horrible is that person's life?
I don't want to know.
How else can you put it?
It's got to suck a little more, for sure.
Because you hear it everywhere you go, and I think, that is the food of the spirit, I will go.
Oh!
Food of the spirit.
Look at you.
You know what?
All right.
We're getting a little too philosophical. Why don't we take another break?
I think I'm going to take a hit of acid during this next song.
I'm already...
we're going to leave here with a little bit of...
3 deep.
Break out the peyote buttons.
We're going to leave here with a little bit of Those Alone. The name of the song is Hello. Hello. We'll be back in a minute.
Hello, it's only me. Keep your head at rest. I miss you for so long in here. So nice to hear your breath. Watch you from afar. I'm on that star, yeah. The days go by like this. Last I had your love, I can still feel your kiss and the sweet smell of your skin. I can still hear your voice and echo my name. Hello, it's only me. Hello, it's only me. Will I still have you, love? Will I still have you? Hello, it's only me. I didn't want to leave you this way. It's something that I couldn't help, but I wanted so bad to stay. My picture remains with Karen. Every move since I put it there. Hello, it's only me. Hello, it's only me. Will I still have you, love? Will I still have you?
All right. Those Alone. Name of the song was Hello. And for those of you who are veterans of My Night Out Radio, you know that the show can go awry really quickly. And the Nymphadels right now are feeling, Jess is feeling really bad that she hasn't covered anything important.
With radio redemption.
Which, by the way, is not really necessary on the show. We're getting good music out there. We're having an awesome conversation, are we not?
And although I think we figured out that food is the music of spirit.
Edible underwear of the soul.
Although any of the bands that you neglected to mention are going to be standing outside with snowballs when you leave the studio.
Well, no, the Nymphadels are here. Who else do I need to mention? I do have that show coming up on the 14th with, Power Man 5000, Orgy, Death Valley Highs.
Oh, see?
Knee High Fox.
Knee High Fox.
Did you almost say Silver Fox?
See, I'm screwing up band names right now.
Everybody should do what Eddie's wife is doing and go over and hit that.
Uber,
and then
get to Uber
hit
everywhere.
That's it. Uber,
that's a good idea.
On over to Alchemy.
Exactly.
That's it. All right. And Powerman 5000 will pelt you with snowballs, apparently, or something. Sorry, I lost track. I would love to be pelted by snowballs by Orgy.
By an orgy?
She's always got to take it down that road.
Orgy,
you know what I mean?
And
this is what. And then as soon as you go to commercial,
significant shrinkage.
Should I have said the orgy?
Like a moving orgy.
A moving orgy.
Armed with snowballs.
That's it. The roving orgy of bards.
So there you go. Snowball orgy at Fed next week.
We're just coming up with band titles and album titles.
So all you new bands out there that are looking for that new band name, you pay attention because I'm sure there's some in there.
Just throw a thank you on the album for Psycho Eddie or the Nymphadels or Tony Jones for some of the band names that have come out during this.
Exactly.
You don't even have to pay me. You can pay them. I don't care about the money.
And I do want to say, I
haven't even
want
heard
to start
them all.
in 2017. I want to hear more good band names out there. I just really do.
I agree.
Lottie.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be all haughty, but.
Yeah.
I am.
I mean, even crappy band names, as long as the music's good, I'm a happy
camper,
of course, to be honest with you.
Of course.
Well, tonight we...
but I mean...
Ted Bundy's Wiener Shack.
I guess I was just saying that in order to have people...
By the way, that cracking noise, that's Jeremiah Weed sarsaparilla-flavored whiskey.
I thought that was my spine.
It may have been.
Jeremiah Weed.
It's good stuff, man.
Good down-home taste?
Yeah.
All right.
Sarsaparilla. How can you go wrong?
And I think 2017 will be the year that music really comes more alive in the rebellion of the times, and just people are going to have to get together more to be.
Well, hey, revolution.
Music's going to get more punk rock and edible.
Let's take it to the streets. Let's take this loose mission statement that we've come up with here tonight.
That's it.
No, but
turn it into an organization, nymphadels.org.
Ooh, LLC.
No, with the,
LLC.
Tony,
registered trademark.
DJ Tony Nymph.
With the little. I want all the TM.
Honestly, I could say you can't make this up, but I think we just did.
I think we have a. I think
was this your best show ever? Maybe.
It's his best show this year.
The only one that's going to be really hard to beat is when it has Seth Carney in here. If you're familiar with Seth Carney, he's another clown.
Yeah.
He does all the fish hooks in the eyes
Wick
and stuff
Carney.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, Wick works with him on occasion.
Okay.
Well, in the break time, Seth is showing me a picture of him, full clown paint, but from the neck down, he has nothing on except for a flower in his hands.
All right.
It was the most disturbing picture I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And then he tried to show everyone on the air another picture. However, I had to explain to him that this is radio and they don't have pictures.
Even when you point your phone to the microphone, you can't see the picture.
But yeah, no, that was another one where we had imbibed a little.
His next picture, though, he was putting that flower into the barrel of a gun.
In Tiananmen Square.
It's probably going to be on the cover of Time.
Well, guys, we are actually out of time. If you can believe that. It has gone by so quickly. I appreciate you guys coming out. Hopefully you had fun, because I know I had fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get in touch with me, mynightoutradio@verizon.net, Facebook /MyNightOut. The rest, you could backtrack to about 20 minutes ago and hear the rest of how to get in touch with me. You have heard the Nymphadels. We're going to leave here with Blindside Thunder.
We are?
Yes, we are.
I have to push a different button.
You got to press another one. Name of the song is Rock and Roll Junkie. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.